Here we go. It is Sunday night. It's a little after 10 p.m. We're just, you know what? I've been AFK for a minute, so we are going to go through the news and see what is happening. Is the world falling apart? Can we bring it back together? What is happening? We're going to get through all the shit. If you are tuning in, I so appreciate it. And you know, it's very, I don't even say that stuff, the like, retweet, all that shit, but it seems like if you ask people to like and share and retweet or say something, they do it if you ask them nicely. So I'm not asking nicely. I'm just, is it a thing? Like what? Like, okay, so like this is worthy of comment before we get into all the shit while I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Like the changing algorithm. Like I look at my feed on X and it's a bunch of horse shit. Like, yeah, it's neat to see some woman fucking create pottery from fucking mud blocks, but I don't give a shit. Do I watch the whole fucking 10-minute video? Absolutely. But I don't give a shit about pottery. But I still watch it. And we're going to get into why I'm talking about that right now. And remind me about pottery in 1 second. We're going to get into all this shit. I hope you guys are doing good. It's fucking summertime. Let's fucking crank it up.
Rocket to the speed in the side bus, when it fucking nine.
And if you guys hate this song, I don't care. Like it's whatever. All right, just deal with it.
Rocket to the speed in the side bus, side bus in the side. Rocket to the speed in the side bus, side bus in the side.
Yo, check it, I'm catching that wave. Fuku's the name, got the game on the stage. Fuku's on time, watch me light up the night. Digital dreams, yeah, we taking flight. This ain't just art, it's a hustle, you see. Bitcoin's a brush, paying wealth, digitally. Yeah, I'm stacking these tokens, making my move. In this new world, baby, watch how I groove. We in the cloud, it's a virtual space. Fuku's the future, setting the pace. With every drop, we rewrite the rules. The step back, we the kings, no fools.
Rocket to the speed in the side bus, in the side bus. Yeah, like nobody else other than us in the side bus, in the side bus.
Yo, check it, I'm stacking these blocks. Fuku's and them is taking over the clock. Superhedron shining, they got that glow. In the crypto hustle, we steal the show. Digital walking, we making it real. Every NFT drop is a part of the deal. Bitcoin thing, watch it rise like the sun. Fuku's a movement and we ain't done. Virtual carriage, we strong, our style. Superhedron's on display, come and stay for a while. This ain't just money, it's a cultural shift. Get on our level, come and take a lift.
You know what? And just like that, we're going to fucking get into all the shit. Holy moly. Happy Sunday, happy weekend, happy fucking 4th of July, happy summer, whatever the fuck you are doing. If you are in the States, it is Independence Weekend, and I don't know, it kind of means a lot. So there's a bunch of people dealing with a bunch of shit they don't want to be dealing with around the world. And our freedom, even though it might be crazy and chaotic and like a telenovela sometimes, it's still the best thing cooking on four wheels. Absolutely. So happy Independence Day to everybody. Happy 4th of July weekend. I hope you had an opportunity to celebrate and reflect on all of those things. And this is what's awesome. Like, I have been AFK. And I'm probably too fucking old to even say that. Like I say that to people that I know and they don't know what I'm talking about, but you nerds know what I'm talking about. But it's awesome. I have been back in the creating physical art, delivering magic, like creating stuff, designing. I'm just back in the mix and it feels really nice and it's spectacular. It's an awesome way to spend this holiday weekend. And I'm not going to get into all the shit that I've been going through. But the good shit is sometimes you just need to keep on keeping on, no matter what the circumstance is. No matter what, you need to keep on keeping on because the script can change at any moment. And that's the thing, right? And let's parlay that into fucking crypto and strategy and investment advice, right? It's like patience is a virtue. Wealth moves from the impatient to the patient. How many things have you held and just decided with conviction, I'm going to hold this? And a perfect example is Bonk. It's fucking mooning. And the ecosystem is solid. There's all kinds of interesting shit. The wars have begun because the market share, the attention span, it's not gaming, it's not NFTs, it's fucking these fucking meme coins. And the meme coins and the delivery system and the ability to make it casino-like and the ability to feel like you're actually rewarding the players in the casino more than the casino down the street. And is that what's happening with Bonk versus Pump.Fun? I don't know. There's a ton of hot takes on the timeline about all this shit that are comical, hilarious. I have not been fucking with the meme coins recently. So it is just fun to see the arc of what's happening. And with any space where there's literally billions of dollars transferring, it's going to create competition. And Pump.Fun, while they were the first to market, are they able to? I mean, it's interesting. There's so many. I've listened to thesis on how the breakdown works for creators versus buyers versus sellers versus long-term holders versus all this shit versus what are they doing now? What is their game plan and roadmap moving forward? Are we talking about roadmaps for fucking meme coins all of a sudden? Is that what's happening? Because that's diabolical and insane. Just insane. But stranger shit has happened, right? Fucking, that's what we're here for. So, one of the reasons I'm getting into shit tonight is just because I've been AFK and I went through and I did a bunch of research tonight and I have a bunch of stuff prepped that I want to go through and talk about and look at. I posted on X as well as Abstract. There's a link if you guys want to come on. If you have some alpha to share, you don't need to put your camera on. You can just come on and talk shit or do whatever you do. But I know there's shit going on and there's so many people that are building in silos and it's really difficult for the new builders to break down where they are and what's going on. So I would love to entertain some conversation with some people that are building in the space. And if we get that going, I will tell you guys kind of some of the stuff that I am working on in the space. And it's new for this group that I'm working with now. And it has the possibility to evolve into something super big. So I'm super stoked about it. All right, let's get into some of the horse shit. Let's just get into it. First up, what do we have going on? Okay, so holy moly. Looking at the DXY and gold. So these are two interesting things, right? The DXY, it's sitting around 105. It's showing strength as the market kind of is pricing in a higher for longer Fed attitude, which it's interesting because I think Powell will be on his way out really soon. Why is this interesting? Because a lot of times this is bad for risk assets, and Bitcoin is a risk asset because it's a new kid on the block, but it is fucking holding the line and it is cranking. We're going to look at the heat map in a minute. And gold, it's hovering near ATH, right? It's around $2,400, just under all-time highs. When we have both gold and the DXY strung alongside of each other, that is not noise. That is a signal that shit is about to shake up. And when Bitcoin is popping its head up above water into price discovery mode at a time like this, it sets the stage for some really interesting parabolic shit. It really does. We have the heat map. It is just jolly green, giant green. And we will take this. Now, because I have been AFK, I have literally been on tour or away from home I did 56 days on the road, went home for 7 days, and now I am back on location. So my life has absolutely upended and changed, but I used to put out a daily Substack, a daily podcast. I used to just have so much time to allocate to this because it's what I love. It's important to me. And I think it is where the future is going. Dogecoin is one of these things that I have talked about forever. Why? Simple math is there are so many individual Dogecoin holders across the globe, more individual holders than any other cryptocurrency. Now, a lot of those people purchased Doge early on. Whether they purchased it because they loved the meme, because they loved the dog, whatever the fuck the reason was, but whether back then the marketing idea was, I think with Shiba Inu, maybe not so much Doge, but like some of these coins, their selling point was if this goes to 1 penny, you're going to be a billionaire. And so people just bought. Interestingly enough, right, we're going to talk about community. I did a post about communities recently, but it's really interesting the communities that form. So this Doge community, these people that bought in thinking, hey, if this thing goes to 1 penny, I'm going to be a billionaire. That's the sticky sauce. Then when they get in, they've got the Doge dog, and it has taken off. In the States, it might be Mickey Mouse. On other parts of the globe, it's that dog. It's the Shiba Inu dog. The love for that dog rivals the United States childhood love for Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck and all that shit. It's crazy. So what does that mean? It means this group of people bought in with high hopes, and they've just fucking held on to it. They've decided it's weird, this group. And Shiba Inu's the same way. The fucking Shiba Inu army. These guys will not sell for anything. Why does that make a difference? Okay, so it makes a difference to me because when Bitcoin decides to go parabolic, that is the canary in the coal mine, letting people know, yes, it's legit. I don't know what the number is. Maybe Bitcoin at 150, 125, 200K, whatever the fuck it is. At some point, FOMO is going to eclipse everybody around the world, and there's going to be a mad panic to purchase as much or as little Bitcoin as you can at that moment in time. And there will be no such thing as top lasting Bitcoin for, let's say, 4 to 6 months. Like, that's how crazy it'll get. This is what's even more interesting is when Bitcoin rallies or these other tokens fucking rally, these Dogecoin people, the Shiba Inu army people, they're not going to start buying Bitcoin. They're not going to start buying Solana or Ethereum. They're going to buy more Dogecoin. They're going to buy more Shiba Inu. It's going to get fucking interesting what happens and this divide, and we'll get to see who's actually bringing the meat to the table that people are interested in. The paradigm is coming, and Pepe is another great example. We'll look at top meme coins by market cap in a minute, but Pepe is another good example. This weird culture that is formed around fucking frogs. I love frogs. Don't ask me why. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. Looking at the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we're coming in at a motherfucking 73. Do you know how crazy that is? I've been reporting Bitcoin news for about 4 years now. Having this come in at 73, we're in the middle of summer. This is every single year. This past cycle, it's been sell in May and go away. October is when shit starts happening. And these nerds, October 1st, they will say, why hasn't the price gone up? What the fuck is this? And they're literally complaining that October, it should be happening on October 1st. But we see these rallies in September, October, historically. I have been saying that this is the year that sell in May and go away would have been a grave error. This is the flip of the script. This is the change of the paradigm. This is the movement that we have been waiting for, and it's compounded with geopolitical interest around the world that is about to go banana zone, hockey stick. I don't care what the fuck you call it, but we are about to see an omega green candle that is going to change everything. Then think about this. I'm talking to like a small audience, right? We're crypto nerds. Like, we love this shit. We are a small portion of the population. So small, it's scary. But everybody can agree across the board that AI is going to be a part of everybody's life moving forward. I watched navigation go from Thomas Guide. And if you don't know what that is, we used to drive around in a vehicle. This is before cell phones even existed. And you had this book, this Thomas Guide. Somebody would give you their address. You'd look it up on this grid and you'd find where they were. It would say like B34, and you'd go to section B34 and you'd open it up and you would get a zoomed in view of where they live. Then you'd go back to the main page and see where you were. And you'd have to go through these pages, maybe like 5 pages, to get to this address. And you would drive with this fucking Thomas Guide open to go, especially if you're going across the country. Holy fuck nut, right? And all of a sudden we get Google Maps, and that's kind of like the AI of it. Google Maps changed everything. Around that same time, there's a really interesting story where I think even before Google Maps came out, people were using these boxes called Magellan, or I don't know, I don't know what the fuck they were called, but it was like this add-on map box that you would have that would give you directions. A lot of the older cars have this navigation system built in. It's very similar to that, but it was a standalone box, like by Garmin or whatever. And when this stuff started to gain notoriety and people were like, okay, we trust this stuff. It seems smart. There were these 2 nuns that got one of these navigation devices, and the destination was probably 30 minutes away. But the navigation device got it wrong. And literally these 2 women are driving in the car for 4 hours. And they're looking at each other saying, yeah, like every single other time we've been to the fucking funeral home or whatever the fuck it is, it's taken 30 minutes. I have no idea where the fuck we are. And they convinced each other that let's just trust the navigation. And so they did. They drove straight into Lake Michigan and they had to be rescued. Like it was an interesting story, and it just, highlights this weird moment where people just decide, okay, I'm going to give you the reins. And I watched people go from understanding directions with a Thomas guide to deciding, I don't want to fuck with that. I'm going to let tech do it for me. And this is a long fucking time ago. Future forward to now. And where we're going with this shit. Like, it's getting really interesting. I'm working on a Substack piece right now. I think one of the next big things that we're going to see is the app layer. It's gonna crush the space like meme coins did. It will require a Google, an aggregator of information, because so many apps are going to come out. Why? Because AI is the engine, and creative people that are on their mark and on their game are going to find pain points in the market and say, I can solve that. Here's an app to do it. And you can build an app in not 2 years. You can whip it up in 3 days if you need to. And that gets really interesting. So we've got AI that, as I said, everybody can agree it's a part of everything, from when it started giving us directions to now it's helping us vibe code, actual code. People are using it to respond to their tweets. Fuck, I mean, it's ridiculous what AI is doing. But then tie it into the crypto. AI's here, whether we like it or not. It has been unleashed. AI will have no interest in anybody, any country's fiat currency, nor will they have interest in gold or silver, in my opinion. They will go the complete digital route. And just like those nuns at some point decided to give their free will to the navigation and let it drive them into fucking Lake Michigan, are we at this crux in history where we are letting AI decide where we go? And it might be too late. Maybe it's already driving the bus and we're passengers and we don't even know it. What I do know is that it is going to use digital currency to conduct business, if that is a means for giving itself energy, aka fuel. Fiat is gone. And then when we talk about gold, I think it's so crazy and interesting that it's near ATH, right? There's this fucking, there's a story floating around, and I don't know if it's debunked or true or anything, but supposedly there's this giant asteroid floating around it's just a big gold fucking nugget. People are speculating that, yeah, if we holler that thing down and mine it and do whatever, like that's enough money to make everybody on Earth rich. It's not going to do anything like that. It's going to depreciate the value of gold and make it completely worthless, because we will understand that, wow, the solar system is filled with these fucking things. Filled with them. If we're fucking going to Mars and having AI, I talked about going from Thomas Guide in your car for driving to MapQuest, right? Where you would get on the internet and print out directions, to Magellan, where you had this TomTom, Magellan, this device on your dashboard, to it being incorporated in your car, to Google Maps. That flow of AI taking over. And then here's the other interesting thing, if you think about it. So, and I always wondered about this. Let's say Google Maps. You are headed home and you put in the destination and it reroutes you a way that you've never been. And you're like, well, that's interesting. It says it's 7 minutes quicker today because of traffic or whatever the fuck it is. So you agree, okay, I'm going to take this unknown route, very much like the nuns took the unknown route, believing in it, right? We're doing it today, taking this unknown route because Google says it's 7 minutes slower. Is it 7 minutes slower, or does Google Maps have a deal with McDonald's? And the way that you go home, there are no drive-throughs. But the other way, you're going to pass 3 McDonald's drive-throughs. And they know you like fucking milkshakes on Friday. And they're betting that this reroute, by telling you it saves 7 minutes, you're going to pass by one of these Mickey D's and slam down a chocolate milkshake. Who the fuck knows? You know, I know, and Google knows. They're fucking working us. And AI is about to drive the fucking bus and get us to do whatever the fuck it wants. It's fucking awesome and crazy. And I'm glad I'm 100 years old. Holy shit. Bitcoin dominance coming in at 64.46%. It is in the red. ETH dominance is in the green. How is that happening? Okay. ETH, we're going to get into this shit in a minute. TLDR, I listened to an ETH conference call, and I don't know. I think they're trying to bring 10,000 TPS, 10,000 transactions per second capability with nominal gas fees. Like, now does it get interesting? I don't know. Is this, I don't know. For a minute, I was saying that Blockbuster Ethereum is Blockbuster. Be kind, please rewind your fucking VHS tape. And then Netflix comes out with DVDs in the mail. Like, what? You're sending this shit in the mail? The mail takes 3 days. Like, that was this clog in your head that didn't compute. Why would if I want to see a movie, I want to go to Blockbuster and get it today. And then Netflix, when they started, they're like, yo, we're going to give you a subscription. You can order 5 movies. It'll take you 3 days to get there. But start loading up your queue, right? So if you go to Blockbuster every day for a VHS tape, now you're going to order 5 DVDs on Monday, and on Wednesday, you're going to have 5 fucking movies, and you don't have to rewind shit. And every time you send one back, they send you another one. So it started this, holy shit, we never need to leave the house. We don't need Google Maps anymore because we're not leaving the house. And then it all went digital. But like, just watching the progression of this shit has been awesome. I have wondered, is Ethereum progressing fast enough? Maybe they've been cooking under the fucking radar, cooking the books, building secret sauce in the kitchen. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I have a very dear friend that was part of Ethereum's creation, and he's so smart, I don't understand. I can't even talk to him, right? Like, those are the kind of people that I like to be around, though. The smartest people in the world. Those are the rooms that I want to sit in. And I have been fortunate enough to be able to sit in a bunch of those, specifically recently. And we're going to get into what all that means and where I'm going with that very soon. But I'm just going to even buttonhole back to what I started with. Whether you're investing, whether you're dealing with shitty situations in life, whether you're waiting for a job promotion, whether you're getting your face kicked in at school and bullies suck. It's all the same shit. You need to find resilience, right? You need to build calluses. That gives you character. You need to figure out how to deal with whatever it is you're going through, and you need to just hold the fucking line and hodl. Have patience. Don't let wealth go from your impatient to somebody who's better off than you, because they can just sit and wait. If you're trying to change the game, flip the script in your life, you need to just have patience. This is what I'm talking about. 2011, $1 in Bitcoin purchased in 2011, you would be a millionaire today. Just $1. Maybe that's what ledgers are for. Yes, that's exactly what they're for. Find something, throw some shit on a ledger, and give it to your mom, your dad, your cousin. Don't even tell them what it is. Say, this is important to me. Just fucking keep it. Don't let me see this for 5 years. Change your life. It's that easy. I feel a sneeze coming on. Maybe not. No, it's definitely, it's coming. Definitely. Okay. We're going to keep going. We got some shit going on. Okay, let's look at the fucking numbers. Holy moly, is that just beautiful? Bitcoin is coming in at $109,000. $109,179, up 87% this fucking year. It is official. It is absolutely official at this moment in time that every single piece of investment advice I have given to my family, it's only been by Bitcoin. Everybody is a winner now. Every single person likes me again. Every single one of them. Some like me a lot. Some like me. But this is good. You know what? I can call uncles, family, friends, relatives, and just say, hey, have you seen the Bitcoin price? And yes, they will say, yes, we have. Yes, we have been watching it. Because it's up almost 90% year to date. Ethereum coming in at 2573, down 16% year to date. It is the only token in the top 15, actually 16, that is down year to date. But this fucking conference I listened to was really interesting. I don't know if it's is it too little, too late? I don't know. AOL, you've got mail. If you don't know what that is, one, you're really young. Two, it just goes to show you how things that were so prevalent and everywhere, aka ubiquitous, are irrelevant and gone now. This space will continue to evolve and change faster than lightning. When I talked about this new app layer that I think is coming, this app space where I think to me, the smart play is get you off of X, get you off of Twitch, get you off of YouTube, all this shit, get you onto their fucking app. Is it a wallet? Is it a trading wallet? Is it a gambling trading wallet that's got built-in games? I don't know what the fuck it is. But I just feel like the app layer or the DApp layer, even better, right? That would be even better. But I think we're going to have this interesting competition between Web 2 and Web 3 coming up. It's going to come to a head. And what's interesting, I think that this competition that's coming to a head, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago that I started talking about something called OmniChain, that I think is where we're going, where it's going to be this payment rail that it doesn't matter what fucking chain or layer you're on. If you choose to connect to OmniChain, payments happen instantaneously across. It's the underlying electricity for all blockchains. So it's like, do we get to this point where the division is gone and these dApps or these apps, as Web 2 is competing for their shareholders and the dApps and Web 3 people are competing for their shareholders, this combination, like, it's not going to be a win or lose. It's going to be the Web 3 layer disappears and it just becomes part of the fold. very much like, I don't know, think of fucking getting online or getting on the internet. If you guys, and you don't know because I'm old as fuck. So when we started, it was a dial-up connection, a modem that you dialed a phone number and it connected, made this crazy noise. And once the data was received, boom, you were online. How you got online was very important, whether you were on a Linux computer, an Apple computer, an IBM computer. Like it wasn't even PC back then. It was kind of just IBM. All of those things were super imperative to how you operated when you wanted to get online, when you wanted to go look at message boards or do dark web stuff or whatever the fuck it was. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. You just tap your buddy's phone and it's like, oh, would you like to share the password to get online? Boom. And if you're in a hot dog city, you're on a T1. Like the trouble, like the pain points that we all had to go through to make stuff happen the way it does today. We're still dealing with pain points in crypto. Web 2's got it figured out, right? The pain points in Web 3 and in crypto, we're trying to capture mindshare through gaming, through creativity, whatever the fuck it is. We can't beat Web 2. They've already got everybody. It will just envelop us at some point, and people will not even know they're in Web 3. The perfect example is, think how many new services give you the ability to get a crypto wallet with an email address, and that's it. It's so easy. It's instantaneous. Telegram is brilliant at it. Fucking brilliant. If you are brand new to the ecosystem and have somebody sign up on Telegram, they have a crypto wallet instantaneously. It's amazing. It's fucking scary as fuck. I remember trying to get my first Binance account. And literally you had to KYC and send documents in. And there was like a 5 to 10 day waiting period before they circled back and decided to see if you cut the mustard, whatever the fuck it was. Like it was insane. It was insane. Now it's just an email address and I accept. That onboarding, right? It's disappeared. Very much like driving. When I was a kid, you were 15, you got your learner's permit. The only thing you wanted to do was drive a car. Kids in the future aren't going to have a driver's license because AI drives. Why would you have it? I don't drive. Why would you have a license? The lower class kids are going to have driver's licenses. The upper class kids, they will never know what driving a car means. Never. Why the fuck would you drive? Just like why the fuck would you fly a plane? You sit in the back and let somebody else do it. Well, now AI is doing all of it. Like it's the changes are so crazy. It's amazing. And just like a snowball, it gets bigger, faster, quicker. The ingredient of AI being part of the iteration process now makes things happen so much faster. I was watching this coder today work with 12 different, he was using Claude for programming, and he had 12 different windows of Claude open, simultaneously programming something together. That compute power we're talking about, that would take 4 years ago a company of 100 people to do in a year. And this guy was it was fucking insane to watch. And they're just getting started. Like, it's getting awesome and scary. Holy fuck! XRP just continues to rip. It is up 400% year to date. BNB, it's only up 25%, coming in at $661. To me, anytime BNB is around $650, it is a buy. That is my favorite zone to scoop BNB. Tron trading at 0.28, up 122%. Okay, Dogecoin. I talked about these guys at the beginning. It's only up 53% year to date. I think it sees a fucking run. I really do. The other thing I want to talk about is Hyperliquid briefly. Hyperliquid, when I look at the chart right now, it seems stagnant for the moment, which to me is good. I think Bitcoin is going to so here's what I think. I think for a moment, Bitcoin is going to steal the thunder. Bitcoin will be the talk of the town for a minute. And when we look at where we are at with altcoin season index, we will see what I'm talking about. But I just think, right, we just moved out of like extreme Bitcoin season. But if Bitcoin goes parabolic, I don't think we move toward altcoin season. I think we back to Bitcoin season, which means some of these tokens that have communities that have developed some interesting, cool shit that we've seen rally. If Bitcoin starts to take the lead and some of these tokens drop, to me, that is a really interesting buying opportunity. An example is the Dogecoin I talked about. Those Dogecoin holders, the old OGs. I have two friends. One a Shiba Inu nerd, one a Dogecoin nerd. They don't trade NFTs. They don't do anything. They only hold these two assets. That's it. They're not selling. They're only going to hold these two things. And when their life goes well and the market kind of rallies and they think shit's about to turn around, they buy more. Like whether it's a curse or a sickness or that fucking determination that I talked about to just keep on keeping on, the ability to hodl. Maybe the Shiba Inu guys and the Doge people are going to win on the back end of this. I don't know. Is Hyperliquid, Say, Sui, are these Toncoin, like are these other new players? Are they just flashes in the pants or are they going to have sustainability, right? Nobody knows the answer. If you do, please get in my DMs. I would appreciate it. Now, I want to pull this up. I want to look at some historical Bitcoin data. Bitcoin hits at 109. This is the best weekly close for Bitcoin ever. What I want to look at the weekly close. So, man, look at this close. 109, 113. Holy moly. Okay, so this is, I'm even going to break it down to monthly and see what we're at. I want to go back. Let's go back to 2000. January, apply. Okay, so monthly closes. June 30th, 2025. Price $114,000. Let's go to June 30th, 2024. Bitcoin was priced at $64,626. Let's go back to June 30th in 2022. Bitcoin was priced at $23,000. Oh, my goodness. So look, that's fucking interesting. So 2021 Bitcoin on the 30th of June was priced at $41,000. The following year, it dropped in half, went all the way down to $23,000. 3 years ago. So that's the fucking difficult thing. How do you watch something? And trust me, I had people top blasting Bitcoin back then. And you're top blasting at $41,000. February goes up to $45,000, and then it just drops a lot, like 50%. Do you just, I don't know, wait? The answer is yes. You have patience. So it's funny, like as I'm getting older, I have a bunch of people that I mentor and I give advice about work or being creative or an artist and all that thing. And one of the things that comes up a lot is people are impatient. And an example is, let's say you get a new job and the job says, we are only hiring you for this one thing, and you're going to have to do just this one thing forever. And you think, okay, well, that kind of sucks, but do you consider it? And the answer is yes, you do. If you can get in the door and show your worth and have patience, somebody above you, some superior, somebody that trained you, they're going to die. They're going to get hit by a car. They're going to show up late for work. They're going to become addicted to drugs. They're going to have a baby. What life is going to get in the way of where they are. And all of a sudden, you will be presented with an opportunity. The only ingredient for you to receive that opportunity was for you to have patience. Just enjoy the day. Whether it goes up, whether it goes down, whether your coworkers are nice to you, whether your mom sucks, whether your dad smacks you in the face, whether, I don't care what the fuck happens. Sometimes you just need to figure out how to just keep going forward. Show up every fucking day. It's not easy, but it builds character and it will give you something on the back end of it. I promise. I promise. And a great example is the MFers who have been holding Bitcoin. Holy shit. What a win for them. Bitcoin is about to steal the thunder big time for a minute, which I fucking love. Which I love. Top meme coins by market cap. We have AIC, Mori, Bonk, Solks, and Pepe. Bonk. It's up 15% in the last 24 hours. Is that enough of a sign for the Bonk army to get activated? Are they about to just buy? If Bitcoin goes up, do you think they're going to start buying Bitcoin at $110,000? Why would you do that? Top blasters are going to do that, but there's no top blasting Bitcoin. So strike that from the record. But these Bonk MFers, at some point, so like for instance, my buddy who holds Shiba Inu, he's just like, I'm tapped. Like, dude, I'm not going to sell my Shiba. I'm tapped out. Like, I don't care. I'm just going to tune out. And he might be on summer vacation now. But at some point, news or word is going to trickle into his radio feed and say, crypto is green across the board. And he's going to go check his wallet. And he's going to be like, wow, I'm green today for the first time. I should buy more Shiba Inu, more Bonk, more fucking Pepe, more of what you have. People are not going to start venturing into new things. Not the OG people. The new people that are getting onboarded by Coinbase or Binance or Robinhood or whatever the fuck, yes, they will be buying Bitcoin, and that will help everybody's bags, because when it goes up, everything will follow like the wake of a boat. You just sit and surf that shit because it is free momentum, and all of the assets in the ecosystem are going to go on fire. Not all of them, but the one with market share. The other thing I want to talk about super quick is Trump coin. We're down below my buy mark. My buy mark was between $9 and $10. Is it a buy? Do you guys think this gets life thrown back into it? What is the next thing that could send it parabolic? It's really interesting that Bonk just surpassed the Trump coin in market cap earlier today. SPX 6900, it is down at number 61. Are you guys playing the Murad game? Have you followed suit with his prediction for this going absolutely parabolic because of its community value and the memeability and just, I don't know. Actually, when I think about it, the only SPX 6900 stuff I see is from Murad. I see Mogcoin stuff everywhere. Bonk, I see it everywhere. I love the Bonk guys. Pepe, I don't see it anywhere. It's a plant. Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, these are OGs. They don't even have to do the work that these new coins have to do. It's so crazy when you think about it. These guys are rooted in the ecosystem. They are fucking what you would call OGs now. Absolutely OGs. Especially if you're new to the ecosystem. If they've lasted this long, they are OGs. A week in this space is the equivalent of a year in most other spaces. Altcoin season index, we are at 829. We have drastically jumped up recently out of pure Bitcoin season. That kind of happens when we see the fear and greed index start to change and things just slant to people are happier. They're like, whoa, shit's not as bad. Powell's not going to fuck, like war's ending, all this stuff. So maybe people want to start getting riskier, but it'll be interesting to see what happens when Bitcoin goes parabolic. Does it send the sentiment back into the Bitcoin zone? Or, like I was saying, do we see these altcoin seasons just slide into the wake of Bitcoin? And the underlying question is, do we see NFTs also follow suit? A bunch of my friends are betting so heavily on that. I am as well. And I am a terrible bettor. DEX volume is coming in at $9.83 billion. That is a weekly change of plus 48%, and we will take it. Having DEX volume move up in the summer is absolutely unheard of. I think it was probably 2 years ago. I don't know. FTX had crashed. I can't even remember the dates, but there was this point in the summer where I was doing spaces with Easy Eats Bodega, and it was Web3 made easy. Solana was maybe priced around $8, $9, or $10. And at that moment in time, market sentiment was zero. People like SBF had just fucked over everything, and people were like, oh, crypto is definitely a scam. Like we thought he popped the balloon. And at that time, there was nobody in the space. There was nothing happening, nothing to talk about. No companies were leaving. They were like, oh, this was a huge mistake. But a group of us stayed every single day delivering content and just getting into what's happening. Like we believed, and it's finally coming back. And now it's being pushed, this narrative by fucking Donald J. Trump. To me, the biggest deal in this whole narration of what we're seeing was Ross Ulbricht being freed from prison. And that was an early promise pre-election that was made about Ross, his dilemma, and it embodied, in my view, the future of cryptocurrency. And when Ross received that pardon, it was that was the Trojan horse. That was exactly what we needed to begin the change that we are currently enjoying. And it hasn't ramped up as quickly as we wanted, but that shit's about to fucking change. Bitcoin is going to be the one that takes it there. Now, is there anything we need to know? I got a bunch of new shit. I just want to flip the script. What do you need to know in 10 seconds? Spot Bitcoin ETFs, the net inflows up. That's good. Trump calls Musk deranged. This is, I don't know. I don't care about this little stepbrother feud that they're having. I want to know how it affects my bags. Now, the TLDR is that Elon supposedly is creating a new party. Maybe it's going to be called the I don't even care. What I do care about is bag related, and I think it's going to be a party that celebrates Bitcoin. So that is good. Jack Dorsey, he is launching a decentralized chat application. Okay, Jack. Listen. Jack. Twitter was an awesome idea. You should just go to the forest with your beard and chill out. That's it. Go. Just go enjoy life. That's it. I grew up a musician, and there are bands that they called one-hit wonders. And they will go back into the studio and try and touch gold again, but doesn't happen. Just go to the forest and let your beard grow. I think that would be awesome. We have Deloitte and Touche. They have a survey in UK. I don't give a shit. Zhao Changpeng, Binance achieved a profit of approximately $1 billion its first year of establishment. Very much really sounds exactly like my P&L statement for the past year. A little over $1 billion, but who wants to cut hairs on a goat? Not this guy. We had James Lopp. He says apathy, not opposition, is Bitcoin's biggest threat. Look it up. He's somebody you want to read about. I think he's got some interesting takes. Ton, it now gets you. So this is fucking super interesting. So Toncoin, Telegram ecosystem, Pavel Durov, GigaChad, in my opinion, dealing with all kinds of red tape and horse shit. They're arresting this guy every time he fucking lands a plane somewhere. Supposedly, if you do some GigaChad shit on the Ton ecosystem, you can get citizenship in UAE. What does that mean? It means you can go skiing in the desert. No, it means that is this the ploy? Is this part of the sticky sauce that they're trying to deliver to make the UAE the crypto capital of the world? I am currently just outside of Silicon Valley, which is the tech center of the world. Why? I don't know. Probably because there's a bunch of wineries very close by. That would be my guess. Yep, that's the reason. But does Trump and his desire to make Bitcoin made by America, is it going to, I don't know, is it going to do anything? Are we just going to have a bunch of shit coming here? Or is UAE going to steal it through these promotional packages on Toncoin, which I find very interesting? Vitalik, he floats gas caps, right? He wants to put gas caps per transaction. How are they going to do this? They're going to utilize ZKVM compatibility. This is, as I said at the top of the show, they're talking about bringing 10,000 TPS to Ethereum for free. Like that's crazy. What's also crazy is I have a bunch of friends that are ETH maxis, and for the first time in a long time, I heard ETH maxis starting to chant this thing that I haven't heard since about 2021, 22. And the slogan is Solana is for the poors. And I find it fucking hilarious and comical. I started as an ETH maxi and pissed away thousands of dollars in gas. I love Solana. So I like seeing Vitalik try and float his boat. I hope it works out. I hope they are not the blockbuster. But you've got mail. Doesn't ring a bell with me. China is expected to outpace Taiwan in chip making by 2030. What does this mean to you? It means that Labubu, these fucking dolls that people are buying, there is a Taiwanese version that is not Labubu. And it's really interesting because are we going to see like the toy market, this holy moly, we just want to be on a treasure hunt at every moment in time. Top gainers in the last 24 hours. We have Buildon. It is up 23%. Floki, Bonk, and Kita, ticker sign KTA. These are all up. And Dog on Bitcoin is finally rebounding. Hasn't hit its bottom. It's up 13%. Top losers, Terra Classic, USDC. Safe, Pudgy Penguins. This is my favorite thing. Top losers in the last 24 hours. Pudgy Penguins, it's down 5%. Buy Pengu. Buy Pengu. Buy Bonk. Buy Hyperliquid. Buy Bitcoin. Those are my calls at the moment. Is there anything else going on? Yeah, like all kinds of shit. So fucking I'm creating a bunch of art. I have a bunch of projects coming up. We were supposed to be doing a show in Los Angeles on June 21st. It was canceled. We possibly are going to be doing a show on Treasure Island in San Francisco. I believe we are going to be doing Burning Man the end of August into September. There's a bunch of interesting stuff that we are going to be producing and putting together. The other thing I want to say is if you have ever heard of Burning Man, do some research and put it on your bucket list. Why do I say that? Because the people that go to Burning Man are not who you think. They are tech wizards of tomorrow. They are the people who are pushing the boundaries. And it's funny. There's like it's memeable, right? Like these tech founders that decide to take mushrooms and go on this new course, whatever that meme is. These individuals go to Burning Man, and the people that go there will be involved with changing how the planet moves future forward. And I've been going to Burning Man since last century, right? Like I think 1996 was the first year that I ever went. And I don't go every year, but I've created a shit ton of art there, and I've been many times. And the people that I've met there, I've watched them change the world. I really have. And crypto is about to change the world. AI, robotics, all of these things that people experiment with at Burning Man, they're about to really change the world. And these people that grind and work 18-hour days, they're not into crypto. They're not online. They're into their job, their workflow, because they have passion about what they do. And these guys are giga chads. And what's interesting is because of the tech community in California, around San Francisco, Silicon Valley, in this area that I'm in, a lot of these people, when they decide to take a vacation, they don't want to go to the beach. They go to fucking Burning Man for a week. And you thought crypto conferences were good for networking. NFT NYC, Art Basel, I don't care what the fuck it is. It pales in comparison to what you can experience, the people that you can meet at this event that is coming up. Do yourself a favor, do some research. Don't take my word for it. Do some research and see if it looks interesting. And whether it looks interesting, it's magical. It really is. So I think you should put it on your bucket list of things. It is coming up. It will happen the last week of August, moving into September. And once I finish that kind of event in my life at this art studio where I am, we're shifting gears to start putting on some big events. We've done Coachella. We've done Hollywood Boulevard. We've done a bunch. We've done all kinds of shit. But the package is about to get bigger, better. We're going to flip the script on a bunch of this stuff. And so what's interesting about this is for these crypto nerds, like any of you fucking nerds, I'm doing this crossover thing, right? Like where I work now and the stuff I do, they don't know about my crypto life. And I'm going to slowly interweave these things. And so some of these events that we throw, whether it's Coachella or whatever the fuck it is, if you happen to be in one of these cities when we throw an event, I will be looking out for people that are involved in kind of the shit that I've been podcasting or whatever the fuck I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing, but I will remember you guys and I will be able to deliver an experience that will absolutely flip your fucking wig. So with that, we're going to shut her down. It's Sunday. Okay. So this is a recap of my Saturday. This is what I did yesterday. A build day. This is a community of over 300 artists, technicians, crafters, and all of these people donate their time to put on this art piece that we bring to different locations. That piece right there, it's called the Mothership. That is our front of house. That is where all of the technicians sit when they control the experience that we bring. And I'm going to show you what that is in 1 second. So this is the level of party that we bring to the table. And so, yeah. All right, so that's the shit I've been working on, and it is about to fucking blow up. So if you enjoy life and want to have fun, be on the lookout for this shit. And like, because I love crypto and do stuff with crypto companies, I have been reaching out to different events and different festivals and different crypto events where we might be able to have our first crossroads, like a big crossroads. I've been to crypto events for the last couple of years at different locations, and I have never once been to an event that was memorable, blew me away. Like, I mean, like there's neat shit and like whatever, but like nothing experiential that made me like, wow, this is what a community is. And so kind of the art that this company that I work for does, they create art and experiential platforms for people to fucking feel something. Like fucking the best party you have ever been to. Literally. Every time we deliver an event, it is the best party people that attend have ever been to. And we hear about it constantly. Yo, dude, that night changed my life. Like, that's the type of shit we're talking about. So it's big, super fun. Keep tuning in. I appreciate you. And that's what we got. Like, stay out of trouble. It's fucking Sunday night. It's almost Monday. We got a big week ahead. I've got a big week ahead. Holy moly. You know what's on my deck that I am working on probably starting tomorrow morning is I am designing and developing and getting ready to fabricate a DJ booth that it will be made out of steel. And one of the things that we want to do is make this DJ booth so heavy duty and badass that it will allow for 4 people to dance simultaneously on this thing while the DJ is spinning his CDJs, doing his magic in front of thousands of people. So it's not as easy as you might think it is, right? There's a bunch of components that have to go into it. You want to make it as light as you can, but structurally sound. It needs to be transportable, easy to build, easy to move. There's a bunch of shit that goes into it, but it is a fun task. And that is one of the things that is on my plate first thing tomorrow morning. And the shit we are getting ready to pop out makes me so excited. We have a community of 300 people that have been working for the last year that all of their efforts are about to come together, and we are about to deliver magic to a large number of people. The place that we deliver this magic, we have DJs coming from around the world to perform on this stage, and it is there. I don't know if you guys know this. Burning Man, you pay to get into Burning Man. Once you're inside, there is no commerce. Nothing is bought or sold anywhere. If you go to a bar at Burning Man, and they're everywhere, the only requirement is you bring your own cup. Everything is free. You go to restaurants, you're seated at a table, you order off a menu, the food is delivered. There is no bill, no tab, ever. Everything you experience in this city of 72,000 people, everything is a gift. The other interesting thing is in this entire area of 72,000 people, there are no trash cans. Not one. What? Like, what does that even mean? You're at a festival with 72,000 people and there's no trash cans? That's exactly what I said. That's how respectful the mindset is. People don't throw, there's no littering, there's no throw, none of that, nowhere, never. It's crazy. So there's no trash cans and everything's free. And artists, restaurants, bars, performers from around the world come there to put on performances that they've been working on for the past year, and they don't get paid. Nobody gets paid. It's all out of the love of the game that these people do that. And yes, if you have a good show at Burning Man, yes, business spawns off of it for the rest of the year. But the actual event at Burning Man, you go to Coachella, you're paying to get in line, you pay to get a beer, you pay to go to the fucking restroom. Burning Man, you don't need your wallet anywhere. There's no money for it. I don't even know how to explain how magical that mindset can be. When you are at an event where people just decide, I'm going to go full tilt for a week and see what happens. People will take care of you. They'll make sure you get back to your home. Put it on your fucking bucket list. The people that are shaping the future, they go to Burning Man. At some point in their life, they go. And you might get lucky and strike gold and meet a community of people that you vibe with. You're like, holy fuck. Life is actually enjoyable again. It has meaning. I have a higher purpose, a bigger calling. I don't know what it is. Something happens out there. Find out for yourself. I hope you get the opportunity to experience because it is fucking magical. And with that being said, you guys have a magical Sunday night. Take care of yourself. Tell people that you know